Welcome to the American Dream, Selling the Twin Cities. I'm your host, Amber Garofalo. This is the American Dream, Selling the Twin Cities. Let's go.
I'm Krista Wolter, realtor and lifestyle expert, and I'm here today on one of my favorite streets in the Twin Cities. It's Summit Avenue. Summit Avenue is 4.5 miles long. It starts at the cathedral. It goes to the Mississippi River. It has hundreds of historic homes on it. I've had the honor of selling several homes on Summit Avenue over the years, but this particular home behind me, I've sold twice in a 10-year period. It's an incredible Cass Gilbert designed home. It has 10 fireplaces. It has over 10,000 square feet, and not only fireplaces in the home, but also fireplaces in the garages. I'm excited to show you the inside of the original 4-Palm Mansion on Summit Avenue, and this mansion has been converted into 5 different condos, and we're going to take a look at one of them that's now listed and for sale on the market. Please join me. I'm here with Catherine Kennedy with Coldwell Banker, and tell me about your favorite features.
The first time I walked into this listing, I was really impressed with the harmonious blend of old world charm mixed with modern amenities.
And original features of the home that are still here?
Any of the woodwork you see, most of the hardwood floors are original. The windows, which frame the beautiful river bluff views that we have. So you get to see the river and, of course, the high bridge.
And I know that there is one really cool feature here.
Walk over a few steps with me here, and during Prohibition, this little panel above the built-in buffet was used to store their alcohol. So on either side, they could place things in there, and of course, completely hidden away. So just one fun feature of a house built in 1889.
Absolutely, that is cool. You don't see that every day.
You sure don't.
The last question for you of the day is, I know you live on Summit Avenue, and tell me, how long have you lived on Summit Avenue and why do you love living there?
Thanks. I've lived there for 18 years. I love Summit Avenue because you look outside on any given day and you just feel the energy of the walkers and bikers, and it's such a long stretch of just beautiful scenery and lots of green spaces and mature trees.
Right. And it was so great to be with you today. So thank you for allowing us to see this condo, and best wishes with getting it sold.
Well, thanks, Krista. I love showing it off, so thank you.
Great. Thank you. There have been lots of well-known individuals to have lived on Summit Avenue over the years, and Garrison Keillor, author and radio personality, lived in this home behind me, which was right next to the condo that we just toured. Sinclair Lewis, a Nobel Prize-winning Minnesota writer, lived at 516 Summit, which is another property that I had the honor and privilege to sell. And one of our most famous people to live on Summit Avenue and to build their mansion is the empire builder, James J. Hill. So let's go and take a look at that incredible mansion. This mansion was built in 1891, and it was built with 36,000 square feet, 42 rooms, and it was built at a cost of just under $1 million. $931,275 to be exact. And the Hill family went on to own other properties along this same stretch of Summit. The Louis Hill, the son, lived right next door, and one of the daughters, Rachel, had a home just down the block. Last but not least is this beautiful Queen Anne mansion that sits behind me that I had the privilege of selling just 2 years ago. It has over 10,000 square feet and incredible views of the city. And that's my wrap for Summit Avenue, and I look forward to seeing you the next time on American Dream.
I am so excited to share with you our newest listing in the heart of Golden Valley, one of the hottest suburbs in the Twin Cities metro. Recently named one of the healthiest cities due to its active lifestyle and an abundance of walking and biking trail systems, and nearby to so many hot spots for restaurants, golf courses, shopping, and entertainment. But first, we are out here at 1244, a modern showroom with interior design services to learn all about the Minnesota home design trends. I'm out here with my good friend and COO of 1244, Janae. Tell us a little bit more about 1244.
Well, is a boutique building supplier, so a little different than anything else you've seen. We help our trade partners procure products to put in either new construction or remodeled homes. We also can offer full design services, and then on top of that, we have a storefront here in St. Louis Park, and so that offers a retail shopping experience for the homeowner too.
Yeah, and it is absolutely stunning here in the showroom. I mean, amazing, beautiful stuff. So for someone who is looking to go about renovating their home or building their dream home, how would they go about working with you guys?
Yeah, such a great question, because we work with homeowners on like all different levels and different capacities. So many times our homeowners already have a builder or a designer on board. So they come here to make their final selections and just have a curated experience with what they're putting in their home. Other times we're starting from scratch, and so they make an appointment and we just take it from there.
I absolutely love that. So can you tell us about some of the top design trends you're seeing here in Minnesota homes?
Yeah, so something else unique about Dwell is that we cover a lot of different materials, and so in our exteriors department, we're seeing a lot of triple pane glass. A lot of homeowners are used to just 2 pane of glass in their windows, but when we're specifying really huge, expansive, beautiful glass, we like to get that triple insulated window there to just offer thermal and energy efficiency. So I mentioned furniture too. Furniture, rugs, accessories, they like really make the home come together, and that's also something we can offer. So with furniture, we are seeing tons of like big, heavy textures, lots of mood and depth. You can see here in this pillow, and then even look at the hammered leg on the chair. So just giving like a lot of personality and sculpture effects to the furniture.
Okay, I love the hammered leg.
Oh, isn't it cute?
Yes.
Do not forget about decorative lighting. It like really brings out the personality in your space. It stands out from the home next door. There's so many options, big fixtures, lovely pendants, all the finishes. You can go chrome, black, gold, really to fit your fancy.
I love the clean lines along with like the arches as well. I mean, definitely trending.
Yep, love it. Something unique that's coming to our market in the Midwest with all the seasons are these really wide openings. So what we can provide is what's called a bifold door.
Okay.
So you can just make your indoor space or your patio space just turn into an outdoor experience.
Well, thank you again so much for meeting us today. It was so fun to learn about the design trends here at 1244. Is there anything else that you want to share with us?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would say we call ourselves a modern design showroom. That's just because we felt like it hit a lot of palettes. So your farmhouse modern, your mid-century modern, your rustic modern. But honestly, if you come to our design studio, we can design anything for you. So anything that hits your fancy, we can do.
Yes, well, you guys have beautiful stuff here, and I'm so grateful to have met with you today. So thank you. Today was so much fun. Until next time, thanks for following along on American Dream TV. Today we're here at one of my favorite businesses, Wet Rock Company. It's a local business in the Twin Cities area. They make custom industrial furniture, and it's impressive that each piece is handcrafted and designed by the owner. Today we get a behind the scenes look inside into the whole process and everything that goes into these beautiful pieces. So Kevin, I met you at, of all places, the Merchant Building at the State Fair. Quickly I met you, and immediately I was drawn to your tables and your beautiful work, and so much so that I'm super excited. Yesterday you just delivered a couple
tables.
Yep, conference room tables for our new office that are just beautiful in the centerpiece and showpiece of our office. So tell me about your respect and dedication to craftsman, industrial style, pieces that are custom made.
Sure, so after about 25 years of running another business, I finally got back to my roots. My roots were arts and crafts. Started as a potter. My roots were the wood, the shop, working on my own, glass, steel, wood, reclaimed, slab, walnut, all North American hardwoods.
Arts and crafts was destiny.
Right, it is. And that goes along with the cast iron. I do all that cast iron work. So all my bases, my table legs, I design, create the cope and drag molds for all that. And then we cast that in a foundry in southern Minnesota. So we really try to keep it within the United States or very local within Minnesota for everything that we take and do.
Yeah, and I love that, at Enclave it's really important to support local businesses in the community, and so that's one of the things I immediately, aside from your work, it just kept getting better and better of your story too and what you're doing. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And what we end up seeing all the time is we end up seeing or hearing people come through a show, well, I did a table, or my husband did a table, or we bought a table, and now it's warping. Is there anything you can do for us? And there's really not at that point, because it is a moisture problem. The wood wasn't done correctly. And that's where the iDry and us doing a vacuum kiln really takes care of that.
I, again, personally just want to thank you, and I'm so excited to have met you, found you at the fair, have your beautiful tables. When we get the next office, I want them there too, because they're so spectacular. So thank you for taking time showing us the inside work and what it looks like on the front end. But I'd love to show everybody kind of the finished product.
Yep, just step forward to the showroom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, the secret's out, and if you're looking for one-of-a-kind, industrial, custom, handmade, locally sourced, that's a lot, pieces, Wet Rock Company is the place to find them. And speaking of new furniture, needing furniture in a brand new home, let's check out Enclave team Ryan Kowalski at our new listing in Lake Elmo.
Hi everybody, Ryan Kowalski here, your favorite local realtor. I'm standing outside a client of mine. They are closing on this house tomorrow. It is from the award-winning Creative Homes. Very excited about it. I'm going to talk about the city of Lake Elmo as well. It's one of my favorite cities. I'm a new resident to it as well. I'm excited to take you inside. Let's go. All right, we are inside the home, award-winning Creative Homes. As you can see, a beautiful kitchen. We got 2 islands here, quartz countertops. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for taking a few minutes of your time and checking out this beautiful home here in Lake Elmo. It's a city I currently live in. It's the fastest growing city, like I said, in the state of Minnesota, so the secret is out. Lake Elmo is the place to be. Again, thank you, take care.
One of the things that agents and I love at the Enclave team is often it's not even helping people find a house. A lot of times it's connecting them with local craftsmen, businesses, and in this case, beautiful furniture that's custom made and also kind to the earth. So thanks for joining us today on this episode of American Dream TV.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm Patrick Rebman, your host, and today we are in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. I've just arrived at this beautiful waterfront home where we're going to be meeting Jen Hanlon, the listing agent, who will be giving us a tour. After that, we're going to be going down the road to Lake Hallie, Wisconsin to see a brand new state-of-the-art sports training facility that's right in our own backyard. I think Jen is ready for us, so come on. Let's go. I would like to introduce everybody to Jen, very talented realtor with Chippewa Valley Real Estate, and also an expert on Lake Wissota property and lifestyle. Jen, what a beautiful home this is.
Thank you. It is gorgeous, and I would love to show it to you.
Let's go.
Welcome to the heart of the home.
This is beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a big, gorgeous room, plenty of natural sunlight, high-end appliances. You could entertain family and friends here. Just beautiful.
People love kitchens.
This room is a sunroom covered with windows and overlooking beautiful Lake Wissota.
Beautiful view.
Isn't it gorgeous? Lake Wissota, man-made lake, put together in 1917 by the Wisconsin-Minnesota Electric Company when they built the dam. So they took whisk from Wisconsin and soda from Minnesota, and there you have Lake Wissota.
Jen, I want to thank you for your time, for sharing with us just a little bit of what vacation lake life living is all about. So now we are headed to Lake Hallie, Wisconsin to see Valley Sports Academy and see what that's all about. I'll see you there. So, Brian, tell us, what is Valley Sports Academy?
Yeah, so Valley Sports Academy is a sports training facility for kids of all ages based around field sports. We got softball, baseball, hockey, soccer, football, lacrosse. Another thing that kind of separates us from a lot of the other sports training facilities is that we are privately owned, we are not publicly funded, and we are a not-for-profit. All the money that we make goes right back into the kids to try to make everything affordable.
What was the inspiration behind starting this business, building this facility?
The reason why we created Valley Sports Academy is there was a big hole here for the sports training facility and sports all in general for the Eau Claire and the Chippewa Valley. A lot of the kids in this community were having to travel to Madison, Milwaukee, to the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we created this facility so that those kids no longer had to leave. They could just stay right in their hometown and train and become better athletes at reaching their next level.
This facility is just the tip of the iceberg for what you have planned for this site.
This is an 80-acre site that we purchased and plan on developing. There's 4 phases to this development. Phase 1 is what we're in right now. This is a sports training facility. Phase 2 is going to be an arena. It's going to be an arena with a full sheet of ice, seating around 3,500 people when we fill in the floor for concerts and rodeos and circuses and everything that we could imagine to bring stuff more to this community. It's going to be about 4,500 people.
That sounds like a terrific plan. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, me too.
Although this is a big space, I think there's a lot more going on here. I would love to see the rest of it and show our viewers at home if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course, Patrick. And tell you what, if you want to change into something a little bit more comfortable, you can even try out some of the equipment.
I'll meet you out there.
That sounds good. Thanks. Patrick.
Brian, I was able to meet a few of your coaching staff. Why don't you tell me about who you have here?
Yeah, here at VSA, we have a director for every sport.
And then you have some very skilled people. I think I met an Olympian.
Yes, underneath some of those directors, we have a lot of skilled coaches. Olympian that you met is underneath our hockey director, and he is a 2-time Olympian speed skater that has skated around the world and has competed in 2 Olympics for the United States.
You don't get much better than that.
No, you don't, especially when you want to learn how to skate fast.
Right, right. Unfortunately, we've run out of time today. I've had a wonderful day. I'd like to thank all our guests. I'd like to thank you for watching. My name's Patrick Rebman, and I'll see you next time on The American Dream.
The question comes up in almost every real estate transaction. What am I going to do with all of this unwanted paint I have stored in my basement? Well, I have 3 simple words. Reuse, recycle, reduce. That's right, recycled paint is a thing. And not only that, I think it's one of the best paints you can buy. I'm Amy Ruzick, and today we're in Fridley, Minnesota at Amazon Paint. And we're going to take a tour on how this is created into a fantastic product. Today we're with Carrie Potter, Vice President of Amazon Paint. Good morning. Morning. I'd like to hear from you all the really amazing things about your product.
Well, we've been recycling latex paint since 1992. So we're taking in about 1.5 million gallons of paint every year just in Minnesota. And each can is opened and inspected by hand to see whether it's worthy of being turned into good paint. We recycle all of the paint, so whether it's being turned into new paint or being turned into alternative daily cover with the bad paint, everything that comes in basically is recycled.
Give me your elevator pitch for Amazon Paint.
Well, Amazon Paint is a premium quality latex paint that's been rated for exterior and interior use. We offer 20 colors and a primer, and our prices are about 1/3 the price that you would find at a Home Depot or a regular building store. The only difference is that we only come in an eggshell finish, which is a washable finish that you can use in just about any room. So if you are limited to, if you're okay with the 20 colors, you're gonna love the paint because it goes on like a dream. It's creamy, it's just nice, and it covers well. We're taking 1.5 million gallons out of the landfills every year just by recycling. And it's a low VOC product because the VOCs, once it's opened, are almost always dissipated. So by the time it gets to us, it's about as low as it can be. So yeah, no, it's a good product. I highly recommend it.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, and restore. I'm here today with Jan Hagerman of the New Brighton
Restore. We're part of Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity. So if you donate a sofa, you are getting a tax write-off. Somebody needs to buy a sofa, they're getting a good sofa for a reduced price. They can save money. We're keeping it out of the landfill. The funds from that sofa sale go to our programs. Between what we sell, what we recycle, and what we reuse here, we keep about 4 million pounds a year out of the landfill. And there are 900 restores in the country.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's a big number.
And then here in the Twin Cities, you said about 150 families, and you also help build homes and restore older homes.
Right, so about 150 families a year get housing. Part of that is houses we build. We build between 50 and 60 a year from scratch. We find the land, we build the house, somebody buys the house. The other 100 or so homes are open market homes that are rehabbed. We also go into homes where people need upkeep and rehab, but don't have the funds or the ability to do that.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's wonderful.
It really is. It is a wonderful mission, and I am so grateful to be a part of it.
I'm grateful that you guys do this. It's amazing to me.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of The American Dream. I hope I've given you a couple of thoughts on how you can intentionally spend your money in ways that are both environmentally and socially conscious.
We're just minutes outside of downtown St. Paul in Oakdale, Minnesota, visiting a friend of mine, Molly, at her farm, MJ Haberdashery, and we're gonna learn all about regenerative farming. Let's get started. Hi, Molly.
Hi,
Thanks for having us to the farm.
Welcome to the farm.
I understand we're gonna get chores done first.
Yes.
And then we're gonna have some conversation about everything that you're doing here.
Yes, I'm so excited. Let's get started.
Perfect. So Molly, what is a regenerative farm? Tell us about that.
So regenerative farm really means that you're utilizing everything that you have, and instead of killing things with pesticides and tilling things up, you're always adding. And in my case, I'm using animals and plants to build healthy soil without chemicals.
And why is healthy soil so important?
So it's all about the soil, because when you take care of Mother Earth takes care of you.
Awesome. Well, tell us the history of you going out to Colorado and then coming back to your family farm, and kind of what you're doing around here since you've done that journey.
Yeah, my brother got leukemia. My brother Eric got leukemia about 5 years ago. We looked into cannabis to help his journey, and we were gifted some RSO for his leukemia, and it really did turn him around. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, but that started my journey. That really was the first part of it. I quit my job and I went to Colorado to just knock on doors to learn more, because I was like, this is big. And then when I came back home, I thought that's what I would be doing. I'd just be growing this plant in a holistic way. And after I did all my research of what kind of farming to do, I came across biodynamics, which was the winner. And before the year is up, I switched gears from cannabis to land. I just fell in love with the land all over again. This is the land that I grew up on, but it's more than that. And if it can grow a medicine that can help your family, it's just really amazing.
So one of the oils that helped your brother was this RSO oil when he had cancer, and it's used widely now with other things. But tell us what RSO oil is.
All right, so RSO is a concentration oil of the plant, and it stands for Rick Simpson oil. He's the guy that came up with it.
And RSO, they've used his personal experience was using it and having it within days shrink a skin cancer cell, right? Yeah, and then they found it to be beneficial for a ton of other cancers.
Yeah, after I saw the effects on my brother, I did learn how to make it. I perfected it, actually, and I've improved a lot of the processes, and started sharing it with my friends and family, and just were blown out of the water with the effects of this plant and how powerful it is.
Thank you for showing us the farm today and helping us learn about the benefits of the plant. I'm so grateful there are people like you doing regenerative farming this close to the city, and the importance of that in our world. Stories like Molly's exist all over the country, with people finding the plant through a sickness or an illness that it basically drastically changed, and now their lives are changed as a result of it. I too am not far from that and opened a retail store in Minnesota ahead of legalization, knowing that we were going to be able to get that passed this year. It's an exciting time for Minnesotans as we discover cannabis and all of its benefits in an educated way, and that's what we're here to support. I was passionate about bringing products like the ones Molly is producing on her farm to Minnesotans by Minnesotans that are made with a ton of love. So thanks for joining us on today's episode of Selling the Twin Cities. Thanks for watching this episode of The American Dream, Selling the Twin Cities. I'm Amber Garofalo, and I've had a blast hosting you along with all of the top real estate professionals in the Twin Cities. Catch us next time, and be sure to follow The American Dream TV on social. That's all for today, and cheers to your American Dream.